Peace and prosperity, everyone. Happy Wednesday to you all. I hope you're having an amazing evening, amazing day, depending on where you are in the world. Let me make sure that I am sharing this where I need to share it as well. Let's change that right quick. All right, and there we go. So, if you are watching me live, go ahead, let me know where you're watching from, rep your city, rep your country. Let me know where in the virtual building you are watching me from on tonight, darling. It is now 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, January the what, 16th, I believe it is. And so, listen, I'm not going to be long for you at all because in my intention of going to sleep earlier this year, I'm going to make this quick. I should have been getting ready for bed now. I'm honest. But I wanted to come on here because last time I got interrupted when I was doing this live stream. And so I said, let me just go ahead real quick and finish this up. So if you are watching me live right now, go ahead and rep your city, rep your country. Comment below. Let me know where you're watching from if you're watching live. If you are watching the replay, I want you to go ahead and type replay in the comment section as well. And I'm going to go ahead and get into what I want to share with you all tonight. Now, please excuse my voice. If some of you saw my video on my personal page, you would know that on Saturday night, I had a good time with my girls and I lost my voice and it's coming back. So I see we have California in the house. Hey, Queen Natasha, welcome. So let me get into what I want to share with you all this year, child, right now for this year. And Happy New Year to you all once again. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Much love, prosperity, peace, joy, abundance, luxury, and all the great things that God has in store for you. Let it be upon you this year and thereafter. And all that agree, say amen. So, last time I was on here, I was sharing with you all my journey on how I had reached my goal last Tuesday. In fact, I had surpassed my goal of my weight loss. And when I tell you I was so super ecstatic, it really felt surreal to me. And I also shared with you guys before that in 2022, the end of 2022, December to be exact, and in January 2023, I had promised myself that I was going to make 2023 about me. I promised myself that I was going to make 2023 about having fun, living life, creating experiences, and taking care of myself. And that's exactly what I did. And so, literally, now I am so excited for what 2024 is going to look like. I'm going to share a little bit with you all as to what my intentions are for 2024. So, great question, Natasha. I'm going to share some of that with you. Now, I don't know which page you're watching me from, Natasha, if you're on my fan page, probably. But if you're on my regular page, you would know that I have been on this journey for years. Okay. Look at your neighbor and say years. So many of you saw me for the past 4 years. I have been taking supplements to help me with my weight loss. You saw me take my Tava products. That has not changed in 4 years. In fact, it's funny. My mom, like about 2 weeks ago, she was like, are you ever going to stop taking that tea? You're like disappearing. I said, no, I'm not. I'm never going to stop taking it. Okay. So I've been taking my supplements for 4 years and that have helped me. I've also drastically changed my food um, intake, the things that I eat, how I eat, and I have a whole meal plan and everything that I have, and you can have access to it as well to help you with that. But I wasn't playing. You hear me? I wasn't playing. There were a lot of things that I've done to help me get to where I am with my results now. But the main thing, oops, there goes my air fryer, y'all. But in addition to that, one thing that has been consistent has been me being consistent. It's called Vasia. It's called my Vasia Detox Tea. You would inbox me, Natasha, and I can tell you how to get some. So I've been consistent with that. I've been consistent on the journey. And one of the things that used to mess me up before is that I would have a time frame of when I wanted to do something. And if I didn't hit that goal, I just go spiraling backwards and get upset and just give up and be like, oh my gosh, I didn't lose the weight in X amount of time. So now I don't want to do it anymore. And I would just go back to my old habits. This time I was just consistent. Like, even if I messed up, I messed up. I come like, y'all, I messed up. I'm gonna get it back together. And I just didn't give myself a certain time frame. I just said, I'm just gonna do it. And consistently I've done that. So you may have seen me doing Muay Thai with my crew in my apartment, in my kitchen. Then we went downstairs to the gym. I was doing mixed martial arts. Like I was constantly doing it. Last year, my exercise of choice was dancing. I danced every day. Like literally every day I am dancing. In the mirror, by myself, going in. That's what I do every day. This year I'm gonna be changing some things up. But that was the thing. And for those of you that are on a weight loss journey, please give yourself the grace to go on your journey. Now, it's good to have goals, right? It's good to have goals and it's good to set a time for certain goals that you want to hit. But give yourself grace, even if you don't make it at that particular time, that you are committed to your commitment. One of the things that I learned from my mentor, Les Brown, when we were working together, was that he would say you have to be committed to your commitment. And a lot of us are not committed to our commitments. Like once it gets hard, we start like, trying to find other things to do or find excuses and say we're not going to do anything anymore. And that's not going to work for you. You have to be committed to the commitment and be committed to the process. Now, y'all, I have to sip some tea. Excuse me. So that's that. Now, for those of you who want to have real details as to all the things I did and how I lost just nearly 100 pounds in less than a year last year, get in my inbox and I'll share with you how you could do that. I'll share with you the natural supplements that could help you. I'll share with you the meal plan and all the things that I did to switch things up. Because at one point it was like stagnant, like for real. Like I had to go to a doctor and be like, yo, what's good? And the thing for me that I also had like a health issue. Like I don't know if you guys are familiar with PCOS, but I had PCOS and it was getting really bad. And I was eating all of the right things and nothing was happening. So you can imagine how frustrating it is for you to be doing all of the right things and then see nothing happening. Child. Like the mental strength you need to keep going is really serious. Okay, Queen Natasha, I got you. Inbox me if you're serious. That's the thing. Let me put this quick disclaimer out there because a lot of people will be like, "Oh, I want to lose weight and I want to do this and da da da," and I say, "Okay, well, go ahead and book a consultation." And it's ghost town. It's like, oh, okay, but you need to do this and you need to buy this, and it's like they're gone. It's like, well, wait, I thought you said you wanted. Oh, okay, you know, and thank you, Queen. I appreciate you. Listen, this is what you guys have to understand. I have invested in myself, right? I have invested heavily in myself to get to where I am. That meant coinage, right? So that means you're gonna do the same thing too, sis, bro, whoever you are out there watching. So yeah, so that's it for my 2023 goal of reaching my weight loss goal. It really felt like it was never going to happen. And in my mind, I believed, but then it was like, no, I say in my heart I believed, but in my mind, it seemed as if it was like something that was so far fetched. And so even now, after hitting the goal and surpassing it, it's like, did this really happen? Like, is this really me? Like, is this really happening for me right now? And so it becomes a process. Like, the mental part of this is like so powerful because everything starts with your belief. Everything starts with your mind. And so that's why you have to constantly be retraining your mind, reprogramming your mind, and feeding yourself mentally the right things to help you where it is that you want to go and to accomplish the goals that you want to set for yourself. And so this year, let's talk about 2024 intentions. So physically, my year now, I'm focused on creating the dream body. Last year for me was about losing the weight. This year, honey, baby, you're gonna be looking like, what? You think I look good now? Wait till y'all see me in a few months, honey. It's gonna be like, wait, who? Talk about a whole different person. A whole different person, honey. Sis is gonna be in the gym lifting weights. You know what I'm saying? Sis is gonna be in the gym. Period. Thank you, boo. Oh, I am, honey. Trust me. I'm about to get. So let's talk about this because I had someone inbox me and ask me about this. She's like, I have loose skin, and how do you not have loose skin, honey? How do I, baby? I lost almost 200 pounds. I have a lot of loose skin, a lot. I just do a really good job at hiding it. And to be quite honest with you, that's one of the reasons why sometimes I logically know that I've lost weight, obviously, but sometimes I feel like I'm not as small as I actually am. And sometimes it I still think I'm a big girl, but apparently I'm not exactly a big girl in the mind. It's a lot going on, you know? And so I was literally video chatting with my sister. And I'm like, do you think I look big in this? I'm like, do I still look big? Do I look small in this? And she's like, girl, you're 100 and something pounds. Like, what are you talking about? Saying that sounds weird to me. Me saying that I'm 140 something pounds is like, huh? Like, what? And it's crazy. But a lot of the reason why, yes, some of it is body dysmorphia. And she said, no, it's crazy in my head. It's crazy. Part of it is body dysmorphia, but the other part of it too is because I do have a lot of loose skin. So there are a lot of clothing that I should be able to wear now that I don't feel comfortable wearing because it's like because of the skin. And it's like, hey, Queen Alifair. Yes, girl, a long way, darling. A whole long way. A whole long way. And so I feel because of that, because there's certain clothes that I want to wear that I don't feel like I can't wear right now. It's like, mm, I need to, I need to not, I need to get this thing going. So when I get a lot of the skin removed, it's gonna be like, baby, baby is a whole different story. So she said, how? Hold on, now. She said, how much do you weigh now? Let me sip some tea, child, because I have like never told people how much I actually weighed, and I don't even know now if I feel comfortable saying that. But I will say I'm 140 something pounds. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Y'all have to understand, y'all are going through this journey with me, okay? You're going through this journey with me. And so saying that out loud feels very weird for me. I'm processing. I am processing. I am processing, okay? So, yeah. So for me now, getting rid of the loose skin and creating the body that I want. And I have on my vision board. So last year I created a vision board. Thank you so much, Queen. I have on my visual, I have a visual, I have a mobile vision board that I have on my phone. And so I had the body that I wanted on my phone for last year. And I didn't quite get there because of the loose skin, but this year I will be there. And baby, I'm telling some of y'all just need to go ahead and unfriend me right now. Some of y'all need to go unfollow me right now because it's going to be sickening. I'm telling you now, like you're going to be sick of me, okay? Because baby, I done waited my whole life for this, and I'm just going to be voluntarily just walking around in clothes just like just because, okay? I'm gonna be out here on somebody's island every other time I can. Just I'm wearing bikinis for no reason. Do you hear me? For no reason. So y'all just get ready. Y'all gonna sit here and judge me, question my spirituality, and baby, I truly don't care. Okay. I am very proud. Thank you. I am proud. I am proud and I'm really grateful. This whole journey and experience for me has been like very much getting me to a place of um Kim is crazy. Very much allowing me to be grateful on such a big way, in such a big way. And I'm really grateful. So yeah, so this year we're getting the body together. Now, in addition to this year, to the body, the health, right? So the things that I'm doing for my health this year is that I want to incorporate way more fruits and vegetables. Now, if you know me, if you've been following my journey on my regular page, y'all know that I would go and I would have nothing but fruits and vegetables for weeks on end. Yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all, the eating that I was on, child, it was not for the faint. Now, because I know how to cook, I made it taste good. You know what I'm saying? But I could go weeks on end just fruits and vegetables. This year, oh, well, not this year, last year, I did not have as much fruits and vegetables that I would want. So I'm going not trying because we don't put trying in our vocabulary. So this year, what I'm going to be doing is having my back to 2 to 3 fruits and vegetables a day. 2 to 3 fruits and vegetables every single day. So I'm going back to doing that. And I am also working on sleeping earlier. Oh my gosh, yo. I have been a night owl since forever. And in addition to that, I have been doing really bad this past few months. Terry, I talked about it earlier in the video, so just come back and listen to it in a minute, and you'll be able to get all the details. Hey, Queen, how are you? So this year, I'm working on sleeping earlier. My goal is to be in bed by 11 o'clock. We're gonna work on 11 o'clock. I think that's reasonable for me right now. And that's the other thing. When you're setting goals for yourself, you want to make sure you're doing something that's attainable. If you give yourself this drastic goal that you know you're far left from and you don't accomplish it, that's when things start becoming problematic and you don't get it, you get disappointed and you go backwards, right? And so you're the same way too, Natasha? Yeah. So for me, typically, I'll go to sleep at like 2 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm waking up at six something in the morning. Baby, no, that's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. And so the last month you've been able to go to bed at 11. Okay. So for me, I'm like, I'm taking myself, I'll be in bed for 10. So you're a good queen. So you got about 45 minutes until it's time for you to go to bed. I'm working, I'll get to 10 eventually, but I'm gonna start with 11 because right now I go to sleep around 2 o'clock. So if I get to bed by 11, that's a good, step forward towards my goal. Eventually it'll be 10 o'clock. So that's where I'm going. So this year, something that's very big for me as well that I'm going to be setting my intentions for and making happen is going to sleep by 10 or 11, and then also Pilates. So I know Pilates is like this really cool thing to do now, but I actually started doing Pilates when I was like 17, like when it wasn't popular. When I was like the only young black girl doing Pilates, okay? I started doing Pilates when I was like 17, and I haven't done it since then. So this year I plan to start doing Pilates and to start doing yoga again. So because one of the big things I want to focus on is my flexibility. Now, I have always been flexible, even as a big girl. Your girl, if you ever see me dance, baby, you already know I was always flexible. But now it's at a different level because even the way I cross my legs, I would show you guys now, but I don't want to mess up my whole setup. Like my flexibility has done a lot more since I've lost a lot of weight. Thank you, Queen. And so now I want to stretch more because I can feel like one, my body needs to stretch. So I can feel like I have certain aches and pains. I have like lower back issues already. So that's one of the reasons why I want to start doing yoga, Pilates, to start stretching my body out more and being able to, get things in one. In fact, I even have to do physical therapy to get some things like, so you got to think about this too. My massage therapist was telling me this. She's like, you were a certain size for so long. So now, with you being a lot smaller, the muscle memory that you had before is still there until you create a new pattern. So that's why I need a lot more stretching and more flexibility and getting my body to be more mobile in where it needs to be. So that's something else that I'm doing for my health and wellness for this year. Now, in addition to that, 2024, another intention that I'm setting for myself. And y'all, please go ahead and share this video. If you haven't shared it yet, go ahead and share it. It could bless somebody. Go ahead and share, tag folks, send it to the inbox, all that good stuff. Something else that I'm working on is friendships. I am being intentional about creating new friendships this year, creating healthy friendships, and having more fun with that. Last year was really about me just discovering myself, becoming a new person, and just having fun, you know? And so this year, I want to increase that, but increase that with having a core group of women who are, on the same path as I am. And, we're like Nikki said in her song, no, was it Nikki? Was it Ice Spice? She a baddie. She knows she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friends. Yeah, Ice Spice. Okay. Me and my baddie friends. Okay. I want a group of girls that, we're all on the same level of going out and enjoying life and, being able to be our true authentic self and having a good time. And this year we will have at least one girls trip. You hear me? At least one girls trip. The ladies say amen. So I'm looking forward to that. 2024 will also be a year of a lot of traveling for me, darling. And I hope that as I'm speaking to this is relating to some of you. And if it's relating to you, and if you feel like, oh, I want to do that too, type me too. Come in agreement. I'm sharing this with you all for a reason. I'm not just sharing this out loud on here just to just talk. I'm doing it for a couple of reasons. I'm doing it because one, to set out the intention to have you witnesses, but two, more importantly, for you, if you are in alignment with this and you feel like you're going to do something like this too, then you say you come to agreement. We know what happens when there's two come into agreement, right? It's already done. So you could come into agreement with it as well for yourself. And so I want you guys to set intentions for your year because I was very intentional last year about what I wanted to look like. And last year was my first year, and I said this to you guys before, that I actually could look back and say, I am totally pleased with it. Like it was my first year that I could look back and say, chef's kiss. And I intend for the same exact thing to happen in 2024. And it happened because I made a promise to myself. I set an intention, made a promise to myself, and I followed it through. And I want you guys to do the same thing. What are you going to promise yourself for this year? What will you look back at the end of 2024 and say, I did it? I experienced it. I had it. And how intentional are you? So for me, 2024 is going to be a year of a lot of traveling, and especially a lot of international travel. So because of that, what am I doing? I'm intentionally surrounding myself with people that are in the countries that I want to go to. I need y'all to get that. I'm intentionally surrounding myself with British people. Why? Because I'm going to Britain. I'm going to Great Britain. So that could mean going to groups on Facebook with countries of where you're going to go. So what happens now? When you're in a group that is a British group and you say you're going to London and you see the people talking, you hear their language, you hear their mannerism, you see them doing videos and pictures of them by Big Ben or by Buckingham Palace. You are now tapping into that frequency. You're seeing it. You are feeding it into your subconscious mind. You're feeling what it feels like to be around people that speak only the Queen's English or if they speak Cockney. And now you're like, oh my gosh, it's natural for you. So now you tap into that. You embody that. And now you're able to manifest it. It's all about being intentional. So I'm intentional about how I want things to happen for me. And I've always been that way. And that has always been a very major key into how I manifest. So whatever it is that you said you're going to do for yourself this year, be intentional about surrounding yourself with that so that when you're able to energetically become a match for it, and then just happens. It just happens, right? So 2024 is the year of travel. My passport stays ready. And it's a year of a lot of fun, but it's fun in a more abundant and luxurious way. Last year was fun. I did some cool things last year, but this year the luxury is going up. Yeah, baby, it's going on another level. It's going on totally different levels. Like the opulence, darling, a different level. And I'm excited about that. There are things that I'm manifesting. There are experiences that I'm manifesting with people and different things that I'm really looking forward to. Oh, I almost forgot this. So this year, I am being intentional and serious about being fluent in 2 more languages. And I'm not playing with that thing. Let me tell you something. So one of the languages that I'm going to be fluent in this year is French. Now, for those of you that don't know, French was actually my first language. And it's so sad because now your girl be struggling. No, I'm not gonna speak that. I used to struggle. Okay. I used to struggle. But now I'm so serious about it to where I'm constantly listening to French music every day to familiarize myself with it. And I told my mom, like, you can only speak to me in French now. So now when my mom speaks to me, she only speaks to me in French. So now I'm forced to speak French and I'm forced to remember the language and forced to say it. And this is the one that used to be fluent in the language. You would think that I was born in France. Like I spoke French French. Okay, not butchered French, not Canadian French, not Senegalese French, not Haitian French. I spoke French from France. And so now my mom is helping me get back into that because my mom speaks French. She lived in France and all of that. So now I'm working on that. And I'm also going to work on being fluent in Spanish. So I'm conversational in Spanish, conversational in French. Now we're upping it all up. And in fact, to add on to that, and because I'm over the top, right? So I'm going to learn another language. So I'm going to become fluent in French and Spanish. And then on top of that, I'm going to learn a new language. I'm thinking the new language I'll probably learn might be Italian. Like that to me makes more sense. I feel like I'd be able to get that easier than do something random like Arabic or something because with speaking French and Spanish, it's much easier to learn Italian. Like I know certain words in Italian because I know French and Spanish. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm being intentional. Now let me tell you, it's challenging for me because when I'm speaking to my mom and I can't remember how to phrase a proper sentence, it's really annoying. I'm like, what in the world? Like I get hard on myself. And then I'm like, know what, girl? No, we're not gonna do that. That's not the energy that you need to be in. You got this. And the funny thing is, every day I'm getting better. Like we started this beginning of the year, and I'm getting better as the days go by. And I'm remembering more because this is the thing. Psychology will tell you this. We literally never forget anything. We think we do, but we never forget anything. Things are just stuck in our subconscious mind. That's how something could happen to you and it triggers an emotion, and you're like, where did that come from? Because you never actually forget. So, what you need is to be able to trigger some of these things. And so, that's what I'm doing now by being able to start speaking with my mom in French. So, it's bringing back my remembrance the language. So, that's what I'm doing for this year. And all this adds more value to you. You should always want to add more value to you as an individual, especially as a divine feminine woman, a high value woman. You always want to be adding value to you. Imagine how much value you add to yourself when you could be put in any room or in multiple rooms and speak multiple languages. Like we know that in the workplace. If you have on your resume that you speak X amount of languages, you automatically can demand more money because of the fact that you speak multiple languages. So the same thing happens even like in the dating world, right? You want to be with a high value, quote unquote man, and he could bring you to his colleagues and business meetings, and you do an international travel and you speak more languages than him, honey. You're looking like, okay, wife. We'll talk about my dating real soon for 2024. What that's gonna look like. But all the things. So I hope that in this video, because as long as I want it to be, we're about to wrap it up, that you have set your intention. And if you haven't, start tonight. Set your intentions for what you want 2024 to look like for you. And don't wait till you have everything figured out to get it done. We're starting now. And you can start with whatever. If for you, you picture yourself being in Paris, having a baguette with some, coffee or hot chocolate, baby, start waking up every morning and play some Parisian music in the background. Go to your window, act like the Eiffel Tower is outside, and sip your tea. I don't care how delusional you might feel or people might think you are. I promise you, if you're consistent with that, it'll work. In fact, I did a video today and I posted it on my TikTok. If you're not following me on TikTok, please go to TikTok and follow me. It's not my name on TikTok. I think it's Empress. Y'all will find it. Just put it in there. You'll find me, okay? And I put a video about being delusional. Like being delusional works. And really what being delusional is having big faith. Okay? Having faith. And so be that girl that had the crazy faith to believe that you're going to Paris and you're going to have it. Like, baby, the things that I had on my vision board last year, I literally manifested a lot of it. Excuse me, y'all. My name on TikTok, I think, let me check so I don't make up something, y'all. Let's go to TikTok and let's see. So my name is, ooh, child. Okay, it is Empress0816. So let me type it in so you guys can see it. Hold on, I'm gonna type it in right quick. Give me a moment. Let's see. All right. Empress 0816 is my TikTok. So follow me on TikTok right there, Empress 0816. Because I share stuff on there that I don't share on my other platforms. So if you want a different side of me, follow my TikTok. And so, yeah, start today. Create what you want 2024 to look like. Do your vision board, whether it's a visual vision board or on your phone that you could do, or you have it in your room. Put it somewhere you can see it. You want to be constantly reminded of what you're working towards and watch it manifest. If you are ready to go ahead and serious about your weight loss goals and getting healthier this year, then listen, you need to be in my inbox. We could talk, we have a conversation, consultation rather, not a conversation, a consultation. There you go. And Cassandra, I'm about to get off. Watch the replay. All the information is on there. Also, thank you for following Queen Natasha. And y'all inbox me if you would like to have a consultation on how to get you your weight loss goals and your goals for a whole. Because you know I'm a whole life coach. Okay. So if you want to talk about your goals as a whole for 2024, I am going to take a few clients here and there because you guys know I'm still living my best life. Okay. So my schedule, my time is very important to me. So I'm still not completely opening up my entire schedule, but I'll take a couple people here and there because your girl's outside. Okay. So awesome. I will get back to you. Thank you all for watching so much. I appreciate you. Until next time, only believe until the end and go get your life. Peace and prosperity, everybody. Bye.